Besides the National Stadium, many of us know that City Hall is the other staging area for our National Day parades. But how many of us remember that this place also saw the start of a procession that led to the worst racial riot in our history? It began peacefully enough with a rally to kick off celebrations for the marking of Prophet Muhammad's birthday. But as the participants made their way towards Kalang, something went terribly wrong. Inche Othman Wok, who was leading a contingent on that fateful day, recalls.
We were walking along this road when you heard some commotion happening in front. I saw people were chasing each other, and not far near me there was a Chinese old man who was assaulted by some young Malays. I led the boys to those steps and asked them to sit down just in front of the door. I told them to throw away the flags and the buntings and to sit down there. Then I went into the building. Fortunately, there was a telephone still in working order. So I phoned the Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew, and told him what had happened.
But by then, the fighting had already started, with Malays and Chinese attacking each other. The violence had quickly spread from Kalang to Geylang and then to other parts of the island. And one person who had a close shave was Haji Aliman, who was driving home from work that day.
Bila sampai ke Victoria Street, saya nampak beberapa orang pemuda Cina dengan batang cangkul, dengan parang, dengan apa mencari orang Melayu di dalam bas atau dalam teksi. Ya? Jauh lagi saya tukar program kereta saya, radio sekali kereta saya dari program Melayu ke program Mandarin. Tiba-tiba saya dapat itu, inspirasi, saya tukar. Jadi bila saya jalan perlahan-lahan sampai ke pemuda-pemuda itu, mereka tahan saya. Mereka fikir saya orang Cina kerana wajah saya seperti orang Cina. Jadi mereka tanya saya dalam bahasa Hokkien. Oleh kerana saya tidak begitu fasih dalam bahasa Hokkien, saya jawab dalam bahasa Cantonese. So mereka tanya saya, "Li ai kitolok." So saya jawab dalam bahasa Cantonese, "Moi fan okay." Dan hai pin si, le hai pin si, tinggal di mana? Saya jawab, ngohai Jalan Sultan Ci. Dan mereka kata lagi, I move on okay lah, hutom Malayan ta thong yan lah. So saya jawab lagi, busong ko na, ko tay lúc chung hai ngo cái朋友, ko tay sik tak ngo,唔使驚啦, kamu fight hoy lah. So saya masuk gear kereta saya, cepat-cepat lari lah. Kalau tidak kena pukul mati kat situ.
Despite a curfew, violence continued across the island. In all, 23 people lost their lives, with more than 450 injured. Madam C still remembers the scenes that played outside her shuttered windows.
他们好严酷的哈，就轰，很激动的哈，就跑一大堆人出来了，把烂刀啦、沙啦、棍啦、汽水瓶啦，不止打棍啦、打脚踢了哈。 跟把烂刀整个头给他杀过去了，还好能偷看，有些手啊脚就这样砍啊，当中就砍啊，见到就砍啊。
Suspicion and fear hung heavily in the air. A lot of hard work had to be put in to ease the tension after the riots.
In the kampongs, the Chinese and Malay families who have been living side by side as neighbors for decades, protected each other during the riots. Well, this was very good, but still, I think at that time there was still a little bit of fear between the two communities.
A few weeks before the racial riots, Malaysian politicians had told the Malay community here that they were denied their rights and privileges.
Kami orang-orang Melayu di Singapura, we Malays in Singapore have for a very long time been suppressed and oppressed. No force in this world can trample us down. Not one Lee Kuan Yew, 1,000 Lee Kuan Yew, we finished them all.
The speeches stirred up emotions, and it didn't take much to provoke a riot, which was exactly what happened.
The lessons that we learned was that we have to build up social cohesion, which is very important. And we have to maintain our racial harmony among our multiracial population. And we should not allow others to play on these very sensitive issues of race and religion.